Hi guys, welcome to a quick short game tip for you. We're outside here at Champions Golf Course and I'm on the short game area. And I thought it'd be a good idea, an opportunity to share with you some basic short game help, some tips that might help your chip in around the green and to give you a place to start if you're struggling with those short shots. So a couple of the standard adjustments that we would make for a chip shot, basic chip shot around the green, would be to play the ball more or less in the center of our stance, and we've brought my stance and my feet much closer together. Also, from a down the line view, I'm going to be standing much closer to the ball than I would for a regular shot. As I set up, I'm trying to keep the shaft more or less vertical to very slightly forwards, okay? Definitely trying to avoid too much shaft lean, trying to keep the hands just in front of or on top of the ball as a standard starting point. Now, as I begin to think about moving the club and swinging, I'm very mindful of keeping my upper arms connected to my torso and ensuring that the majority of this motion comes from the body and the arms and the wrists, and not just the arms and the wrists, which can quite often be a mistake made when playing this shot. So I'm going to feel like my upper arms are in contact with my torso at all times. My elbows are soft, and I'm going to pivot on both sides using my turning and tilting of my body. I'm just going to pivot back and through. And ultimately what I'm looking for on the ground is for the club to just be brushing the grass right where my ball would be. There's no conscious effort to hit down at the ball or try to lift it up in the air. I'm just getting a sensation of the club bouncing and brushing off the grass each time. If you can, you should also try and practice this from a very bare or tight lie. It leaves the smallest margin of error really. It encourages you to have the strike as precise as possible. If you sit the ball up too much on the fluffy grass or the longer grass, it can really make it a little bit too easy and give you a false sense of how well you're really controlling that contact on those shots around the green. So having got the feedback of brushing the ground where I want to a couple of times, keeping my arms connected to my body, I'm going to go ahead and hit one. So the contact and the feedback there was really good off the turf. Very light bruising or brushing of the ground. Trajectory was good, nice and high, ball landed soft, rolled out to the flag. That would be my basic standard shot that I'd want you to learn. I'm hitting that with my sand wedge. I would encourage you to do so as well to begin with. The loft that club has can very much work in your favor. I'd start with a sand wedge and then you can learn to build this out and use different clubs if you want to.